Hi, this is Dan. You're watching iAllegedly. I am in Huntington Beach, California today at a place called Car Park that somebody recommended I come over to because they said there's an absolute ton of birds here, and they were not kidding. So we're going to share some of the national news as we feed the birds today, and there's a lot going on right now. Craziness. Look at all these guys. Look at these guys. There's just tons of them. Okay. Whoa! Okay. Before I get into it, please take a second, hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, share this with all your friends and colleagues, and let's get into it. Man, this is crazy. Look at the huge geese. Whoa. First things first, we're getting more and more stories about brazen robberies. Here in Southern California at the Nordstroms, there was another takeover robbery where 18 people went into the store. 18 people went into the store and robbed the place. This is happening more and more and more. You're seeing it here in Southern California. You're seeing it up in San Jose yesterday. It's happening all over the place. So, let's look at the white duck. Okay, you want something? Look at these guys. So it's getting much, much worse. This crime is all over the place. And the problem with it is that it seems like there's really no end in sight. The store employees are not chasing or doing anything to these people that are robbing the stores. They're just not doing a thing. So, that being said, hey, keep it down. Trying to make a video here. Honk, honk to you too. So, it's a real problem. And the problem with it is that it's getting much and much and much worse. It's happening all over. Now, the CEO of Best Buy, Corey Berry, she was at on CNBC this morning talking about how, hey, we're concerned about employee retention right now. We're concerned about keeping employees to work for us right now. Because when are they going to quit? When are they going to stop and not stand up, and not want to work at a place that they can get robbed at? And you're absolutely right. And Corey Kitten Berry, this is on you. This is on Best Buy. They need to create a safe and secure working environment for all their employees. Think about this. I'm telling you this right now. If I was in a store and the store was taken over and the store didn't do anything, I would sue the store. I'd sue the store blindly, okay? So Corey Berry needs to understand the liability that Best Buy has right now is insane. I'll tell you a couple stories. I was in Miami first part of summer in June with my daughter, and, we went to Joe's Stone Crab and went to South Beach, and we're walking to wait for the Uber. And as we're walking back, we had to go to, it was either a Walgreens, a CVS, or something like that in Miami. But something caught my attention, and it was this. And it was that there was somebody behind the counter with the pharmacy that did not work. He wasn't a pharmacist. This guy was a BMF, and he was strapped. And I hate acronyms, but the first word is bad, okay? And he was definitely a no-nonsense, no-mess-with kind of guy. And I don't know if people steal drugs or what the problem is, but it was deterrence, to say the least, with this guy in the store. There was nothing going to happen with this guy in the store. So when does that happen? When does Best Buy hire real security? When does Nordstrom's hire real security? When does Louis Vuitton hire real security and not some guy looking at his phone, which is what I've seen? So, come on, guys. I'm trying to make a video, okay? So, share your thoughts on all this stuff. Now, just to let you know how crazy this is, in March, I had my Prius, okay, that I drove into the ground, 210,000 miles on my Prius, and I said, it's time to sell this thing. Let's clean it up. Let's sell the Prius. So my friend helps me clean it up. It's parked in front of my girlfriend's house, and sure enough, guys, somebody came in one night on a Tuesday night, lifted the car and stole the catalytic converter out of the car, but did such a number when they did it that they completely destroyed the Prius. There's theft rings here in Southern California stealing catalytic converters, so much so that cities and municipalities are actually going out and saying, hey, we'll mark your catalytic converter, we'll etch it for you, we'll do something. Again, the car is destroyed, they cut the catalytic converter off, but if Johnny's found with one, oh, this one belongs to Ted, okay? They can do that. So that being said, now, again, the theft had gotten so bad that there was actually a guy that they found under a Prius 2 days later who had tried to steal catalytic converters from a commercial location. The car fell on him and that guy died. So it's crazy, guys, but something has to be done about this theft, but this is going to get worse. And again, the warning to you is shopping in the holiday season right now, you've got to be prepared for absolutely anything right now. So I mean it. I really think that they're going to do this at grocery stores. They're going to go in with 25 people and steal whatever they want. Why couldn't you walk into a stadium and just bums rush a stadium and go into a stadium? Why? Seriously, I don't understand how people are just being naive to think that this is not going to get escalated in some way and get worse and worse and worse. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you think. And man, there are a ton of birds out here. So let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. The dollar store is dead. It's done. You know, we've been seeing this lately with the 99-cent store, which I used to love going to these places because you would grab everything and it was 99 cents in the store. Now when you go to the 99-cent store, it's horrible. You have to grab everything and look at the price on it because I call it the not 99-cent store. Anyways, Dollar Tree has said that they're raising all their prices to $1.25, and the stock market loves it. The stock shoots up and goes up 12%. And isn't that great? No, guys, this is terrible. This is the sign of the times. This is going to go up 25%. But you're supposed to believe that inflation is at 4 or 5%. It's absolute nonsense. So it's absolutely destroyed the poorest people shopping there at these stores. It is hurting them. Now, I love it because you get soap and you get toothpaste and you get things like that at places like this that you don't have to pay top dollar on, okay? That being said, it's absolutely crazy, guys, that more people are not outraged by this because this is a sign of the times. Now, the other one is Five Below. If you have this near you, Five Below was a great store. I used to love to shop there because everything was $5 and below. A few years ago, you could go there and you could buy shirts and exercise equipment and seasonal products, you know, blow up stuff for the pool for $5 or below. That's the theme. Now, the stuff that they have there is crap. It's just junk, and it's $5 and below. Five Below should raise the price to $10. Then they'd get better merchandise. But that being said, this is the problem with all this stuff, guys, is that, you know, you don't want bad food. You don't want bad merchandise. You want things that are useful, and it's going to get to the point that they're going to price themselves right out of the marketplace. So share this, you know, your thoughts. We have knockoff 99-cent stores here, and they're just dirty and gross and disgusting. But Dollar Tree was the last holdout, and it was the best one. It really was. But now with the $1.25 store, it's kind of a mess, guys. So share your thoughts. Really want to know what you guys think about all this. And this park is nice. It's very small. They've got the little island in the center there that I don't know how you get to. You can't get to it unless you got a boat. And just a ton of birds here. This park, something notorious a few years ago that happened. There was a person that dropped off a bunch of white bunnies at Easter time. Clearly they bought bunnies to sell bunnies, didn't sell the bunnies, and left them here. And, you know, I guess some adoption place, took the rabbits eventually, and did that. But man, this place has got a ton of birds here. There's a few turtles walking around as well. This next story actually made me laugh, and this was out of China. And they have banned celebrities from showing extravagance or wealth on their social media platforms. So you cannot do that anymore. Now, you need to be a good socialist, is what it said, and you need to follow the Chinese government on what they recommend you post and not share extravagance, which I'm telling you guys, think about that here. If we did that here, you wouldn't have the Kardashians, you wouldn't have 99% of Instagram would be eliminated because people show their wealth, their meals, their trips, you know, everything. You know, the hot chicks on the beach, buying expensive trips, everything that you have would be eliminated. So I really got a kick out of that because that's what social media has become, is people sharing extravagance. And here, I just think that it's funny in that sense. The next thing, cryptocurrencies. Jack Dorsey is working on an ETF and a crypto exchange for Bitcoin and things like that. So the owner of Twitter, the owner of Square, that's what they're doing. And so this is happening, guys. And it's going to be around. You know, I don't completely understand cryptocurrencies, to say the least. I think that there's going to be huge taxes and huge problems because the Fed just had a meeting and just announced how they're going to tax this and things that they're going to do in the future. It has not been completely ironed out yet, but the fantasy that this is all hidden and you're going to be able to live your life without anybody finding out about your transaction, you're delusional. You're completely delusional. You can read the PDF I included in the video below on what the Fed's going to do, because it's going to be huge, to say the least. Now, the other thing is different retailers that are accepting cryptocurrencies like Shiba and Bitcoin and things like that, Dogecoin, stuff like that. Look at all those birds over there, man. That is crazy. Now, the next one is Regal Cinemas. Regal Cinemas just announced that you can use cryptocurrencies to pay for tickets, buy snacks at the concession stand, drinks, whatever. And they're accepting Shiba, Bitcoin, and things like that. So again, not to be left out from what AMC did the last couple days, Regal wants to compete with them and is accepting cryptocurrencies. Guys, this is absolutely here to stay. And it's going to be a thing that will be taxed. It will be regulated in one way or another. And I know I'm going to get people, you can't regulate it. Yeah, you can, guys. And you need to get ready. You need to get ready to report all those transactions that you've conducted and all that money you've made. The IRS is going to find out about all that stuff. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. I really want to know, do you care about that? If you can go to a movie theater and buy a ticket with cryptos, does that interest you? Now here's three stories I'm going to kind of wrap into one, and this is something that you all should be concerned about. That is your banking situation. And Thomas Koenig, who is a former Fed president out of Kansas City, has said that inflation is going to be such a big problem, and it's not transitory, it's not going to go away. But the biggest problem that people are going to see is, yes, they're going to see food prices and everything else go up, but they're also going to see the expense of banking go up an absolute ton. So that being said, one thing that the banks are doing that's absolute shenanigans, we've talked a lot about accounts being closed and them, doing things that aren't the most ethical things. And Thomas Waldron of Goldman Sachs has said that they're concerned about the liability that they have with this inflationary spike. Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, said the exact same thing, that it's getting so expensive. He's worried about how people are going to react to the expense and the inflationary spikes that they're going to have with lending and how it's going to affect their businesses. In other words, they don't want to lend money to somebody that's going to go out of business or potentially be strapped. So what you're going to see is a tightening of the lending right now. That's going to happen. If you need to borrow money, get it now, okay? But only if it's going to dramatically help your personal life or your business. Oh, look at all these birds freaking out right now. So, that being said, the SBA has just announced that, think about this. I've been telling everybody that they have still $20 billion left over. No, I was wrong. They just announced today that they have $100 billion in their coffers that they can still lend out to people. $100 billion. EIDL loans, the grant programs, again, the economic injury disaster loan. If that interests you, it's 3.75% for 30 years. Do not borrow money if it's not going to elevate your business and change it to a completely different level. But also, if you have an EIDL loan, right now is the best time ever in history to go out and get that thing increased. I've had 100% success rate with everybody that I've referred to the SBA right now. This is absolutely crazy. The SBA is raising the loan amounts for all these people. They've submitted a basic plan. Here's what we're going to do with the money. Here's why we need the extra 50 grand. Okay, we can only give you 40. Fine, we'll take it. That's what they're doing with people. So if you want to borrow this money, reach out to the SBA right now. Start there. And the grant programs are still open, but they're basically for lower income areas. But take a look at it. The links will be in the video description below. Fill those out if that interests you. Good luck to you guys if you want that money. But again, your banking relationship, you need to be really tight with your bank, because you're going to see things like lines of credit get cut off between now and the end of the year. You're going to see credit cards, the balances get cut right now. So, be prepared for that, because these banks, all they're good at is making money, and they're not good at losing money. So they're going to do everything they can to take care of themselves and not you guys. So good luck and protect yourself with these banks. Look at all these. And there's hundreds of birds out here. It's absolutely crazy. With Black Friday right around the corner, one thing you need to look out for is potential fraud when you deal with online retailers. Think about this. There's $207 billion is going to be spent in the holiday season. $207 billion. Almost 18% of that is between Black Friday and Cyber Monday, all online. But when you do this, you have a slew of fraud allegations that come out with these people. And a lot of these people are selling things, they're not open, they don't even have the product, they're not delivering the product. So make sure you're dealing with real people during this time, real businesses. And that's the other thing. One thing I do with all my clients right now is, if there's anything that you want to buy for Black Friday for your business right now, a subscription to a newsletter, anything, ask them what the Black Friday deal is. Ask them early what the Black Friday deal is. Oh, I'm not going to buy it. I'm just not going to do it unless you give it to me. I guarantee you'll have tremendous savings. You'll save yourself a ton of money. Also, look at what you buy. Look at things you're going to renew, and look at renewing them on Black Friday, because you can save yourself quite a bit of money. All these birdies out here. One problem that has not been fixed during this time is the cargo ship debacle. And you're seeing massive delays in this still. Vancouver has 47 ships off its coast right now. First time ever. Now they say they're having a rail problem right now. But again, why is this happening all over the world right now, guys? That doesn't make any sense. So it's absolutely destroying economies. It's destroying countries. Imagine being in the, you sell snow equipment right now, okay? And you're halfway through the season right now. I mean, this is a mess, guys. It's an absolute mess that is not getting fixed anytime soon. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys, because they're starting to find people off the coast of California, the container ship companies that are leaving their containers here in California. They're finding them finally $100 a day. So these are going to be massive fines that will take place in the first week of December. So it'll be interesting to see how this gets resolved. you guys are probably wondering why I called you here today. I want to talk to you about your car's extended service warranty. So let's make a deal on this thing, okay? The last story is there is a push for the 4-day work week, working 4 10-hour days. From Business Insider, it's kind of funny because you can't get people to work as it is, but you're going to have them work less. So share your thoughts on this. And I've shared this story once before. I worked for an entertainment company where I had to bring the son around, who was a real piece of work. I mean, this guy wouldn't work. He would do things like drink at lunch before meetings. That was the best one. Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. Slamming beers before we go into a corporate meeting was absolutely, he was great. But he used to push for the 4-hour work week, which would have been a stretch because the guy never worked at all. So please, don't forget to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends and colleagues. Don't forget to join the email list below. Onward and upward, guys. Be very kind to people right now, guys. People are having a very difficult time. Not everybody's getting fed like the birds out here, okay? So share your thoughts. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Hope everybody's well. I will see you very soon.